Welcome to the Moms Only Podcast, a show about mom life. From pregnancy to postpartum, stay-at-home mom, career life, and everything in between, and realizing we all are just trying to figure this shit out day by day. I've always loved sharing, and now I cannot wait to share these impromptu and blunt conversations with you. Let's talk all the things together on the Moms Only Podcast. I'm your host, Kayla McCormick, and let's go, y'all! What do you have in mind at this time? Like, what's your... Because Evie's in school now.
Mm-hmm.
She's in kindergarten.
I want to expand so bad. I think I'm definitely...
What does that mean?
I think I want to open another home daycare.
You want to open two? You want to have two?
Mm-hmm. I would love to have more than that.
Oh.
I think I want to stay in the home daycare space, though, because a center just doesn't feel right for me. Mm-hmm. I like our low ratios.
Yeah.
And I
feel like I've never seen like a franchised
there
daycare.
are some. There's actually one in Murfreesboro, and I think her name is Creative Kids.
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
And she has Creative Kids 1, 2, 3, and 4. And they're all homes. And I'm pretty sure each home is like they're all in the same area, but each one is a different age group. I'm pretty sure, don't quote me. Which I don't know if I would do that, but I kind of like the idea. And she's the one that I was like, oh, I should just keep opening home daycares. That's not a bad idea.
And like close yours or just?
Well, I would like to live outside of a daycare.
Yeah.
At some point.
Yeah.
My current house is perfect for a home daycare though. So I think I think we would just move out of it if anything.
Yeah. And somebody else would.
If I were to open up a center, it would look very different.
Yeah.
It would be on maybe like a chunk of land, and we would have like a barnonium, like a licensed center based. It would be like more of a preschool program.
Yeah.
Shorter hours, low ratios, nature based.
Montessori?
I would maybe even add a homeschool co-op, add like parent-child.
You know, and
days.
that's another thing.
Don't steal my ideas, by the way, guys.
Yeah. I might be able to blurb some out. But that was another option that also is on the forefront. Not obviously now for childcare, but homeschooling kids. Like, I don't think I could ever do it. Hell.
I almost did it with Evie. We almost did a homeschool co-op.
But I didn't understand it at first. Yeah. I'm like, you're just, like, you know, but there are programs, right?
Yes.
Like there's homeschool programs. You're not just like willy-nilly, like teaching your kid math.
There's a lot now. Homeschool's like so
big now.
The people that are saying homeschool kids are weird just don't know what the heck they're talking about anymore, because there's just they actually have so much more resources and opportunities to socialize.
Well, like you said, there's a homeschool club. You can actually have a couple of homeschooled kids together in a classroom, right?
The one I was going to sign Evie up for was 4 days a week, 9 to 2.
Yeah.
They didn't actually do the schooling. They did schooling, but they're like, we're not in charge of your, you know what I mean? They can't take that full liability of
So what were they going to do?
They do incorporate learning through certain like homeschooling K through 5th programs that are out, like math, but they don't take full responsibility of your child's homeschool lessons. You know, you still have to do that at home.
Okay.
At the end of the day. I don't know if I worded that correctly either, but I don't know. It was mainly they do some learning, and it's like what is it? I don't know. Yeah. Let me look it up.
But anyway, so that was another thing. It was like an alternative for post, like, you know, the childcare stuff, you know, when they're entering into this grade school age that I've kind of started thinking of since Cal is 3.5 almost. And I'm like, and just like with all the school stuff and like how much school shootings like there has been and all of the things like that. And it's like those things are on my mind now, like ever than before. And I'm like, do I want to even go that route?
The one reason I chose school for Evie was because she doesn't listen to me. So she's just not a good candidate for homeschool, unfortunately. My dream would be to homeschool her. I love teaching and love all that. But like, if she's a bad candidate, she needs to go off on her own.
But yeah, I guess
she's ready to flap her wings.
If the homeschool program, like you say, they don't necessarily take full responsibility for like doing the whole thing, like that could be difficult. But
I'm trying to find what because they definitely have their own curriculum. It's Reggio inspired, which I don't know if I said this, but that's what my daycare is. So they're basically the same philosophy as me.
That was one of my questions, was like, what kind of philosophy does your in-home daycare?
Yes.
Or do you have a
curriculum? I started as Montessori, and then I've slowly found that I actually fall more into that Reggio-based curriculum.
So tell me, what's the difference?
Montessori is a lot of the moms love Montessori.
Yes.
The high quality toys, the kids like pouring their own cereal and milk and like cleaning up after themselves. And you've seen like the Montessori environment.
Yes. It's very sterile.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which I love Montessori. I love the aesthetic of it all, but
yeah, Reggio, it just found my heart, and I didn't even know it existed until I started like leaning more on Pinterest. I would lean more towards these process art activities. Okay. And it's really, they're both child-led. But Reggio is based on following the child's lead. Okay. Yeah. And process art, open-ended toys. I love open-ended toys. Yeah. Montessori has like the trays. Yeah. They take them out, put them on the table, play with it, put it back. Okay. Reggio has like open-ended, so magnetiles, blocks, like character. They create.
They're creating it versus like it telling them what.
And same with process art. There's no. You know what process art is?
Yeah.
It's where there's no. Hold on. Actually, let me look at the definition.
Let's not butcher it.
Yeah, I don't want to say the wrong thing. It's art where the end product of the arts and craft is not the principal focus.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So you know how like, look, here's an example. They're trying to make a pig.
Oh, so, and then it turns into that.
Yeah, when the teacher's like, okay, put your eyes here and put the nose here. Yeah. And put the mouth here. You're like kind of guiding them through it instead of literally throwing down some paint and then a white piece of construction paper and you create. And in Reggio, they actually have access to art materials all day.
Okay.
So they can
just go whenever they want.
Yeah, they can go and create whenever. And a lot of it is nature, at least like
do you in the do program. That or no?
We do a lot of like I said, like the leaf stuff. Yeah. We use our natural materials with our curriculum. Which I don't know how the parents like it. Honestly, I've never gotten any feedback because I don't send home a lot. Like a lot of activities, like we're doing them, but I'm not like sending like cutting leaves. Like what am I supposed to send home? Like
they probably appreciate that.
Yeah, but I send pictures. I'm like, I don't know. I actually haven't really gotten any feedback. Yeah. So I have no idea.
Can I have my kids' art?
Yeah, I mean they still get art, but it's not every day because not every day is. Like a curated art thing. So, but I am like they're working on all their skills. They're hitting every point.
So do you have a certain checklist that like each kid? Do you have like a conference like a?
Oh yeah, we do assessments. I mean,
you do assessments.
Yeah, we do assessments.
Yikes.
Yep, I know all the checkpoints for every age and everything. Like I said. All I really care about is social emotional skills, really. What I've noticed is that around 4, they really spike in interest in learning. Like they're like sponges at 4. I don't feel like they really care to even like soak it in until that age. And then at 4, they're like all of a sudden they care about counting and they're like, what comes after this number? And what letter? Oh, my letter, that's in my name. Yeah, they like it's like clicking. They want to learn, and once that happens, it just happens naturally through music and like us doing it at circle time for 10 minutes a day. I don't need to sit down and do work. That just happens.
So like, you have 14 kids, and can you kind of tell based on like the different kids, you're like, this kid is like really good at this, and that kid is like good at
I know
this
everything.
kid is like really good at math, or gonna be really good at math. This kid's like really gonna be good at music, probably, and like this one's like,
oh yeah, I sit there and predict every future.
Yeah, you're like, I know what you're gonna do.
I have one kid that I'm like, yeah, I guess we'll just have to focus on sports with that one. Oh. Like he just doesn't care.
Yeah. Not yet.
But yeah, I can always tell, and I remember how they started too, mm-hmm. and I love watching growth. I think that's my favorite part, is like seeing them come in, and like we're outside a lot. I have a lot of kids that start my program, and I can tell they're not used to being outside, mm-hmm. and so we go outside. We're outside for like
how does that 20, make you 30 feel?
Minutes. It's a process. Yeah. I watch them transform though, because 20, 30 minutes in, they're like, can we go outside? I've even had kids say, can we watch a movie?
Oh, because they're like done with outside.
Yeah, can we turn the TV on? Can we go inside? Like,
I mean, I'm sure you do have movie days.
And they kind of like stand by me.
How does that play in like the TV thing and the parents and like all of that?
We'll watch movies like at the end of the day when they're tired. Like if they seem slouchy, do the
parents like say anything? Have you ever had that happen?
No, not really.
Yeah.
Yeah, we put on YouTube like dancing videos.
Yeah.
Rainy days, we take advantage of the TV. Mm-hmm. I mean, transitions, like if we're cleaning and we need help, dancing video, Danny Go, Danny something.
Go. Oh, I love me some Danny Go.
You gotta think we are doing so many transitions throughout the day. Sometimes you need like something to keep them focused while we're cleaning up breakfast and like preparing the craft.
Sorry, go ahead.
I've had a lot of hate comments on my TikTok videos from me playing YouTube videos saying that daycare should not have TV on at all. Okay. And I'm like, okay, well then you don't put TV on for your kids at all.
Yeah.
Because
I'm also not a daycare.
When I'm managing 12 kids and transitioning them, keeping them in routine,
it's the transitions,
keeping them calm for just
5 minutes.
5 minutes. Yeah. Like that's all I need to transition, like get the pain out, get the next activity out.
Which I'm sure you're also telling them like, hey guys, like this is what's gonna happen, like, and we're gonna,
They love those like break video. They also love the videos.
I mean, don't tell me you're not at your desk and you're like, I need a 15-minute walk outside.
Scroll like a TikTok scroll. Like let me turn my brain off for a second.
I need a break. Like I need a stand up break and walk around the office.
Don't act like you're not going to the bathroom to scroll on your phone. I can't do that because I have kids.
Yeah.
I just need a second
to move from one activity to the other and clean this up.
I'm just like, they're being crazy. Okay, hold on guys. Let's do Danny Go. Let's do a learning video for a second.
I need everybody's attention. Let's
do yoga.
Yeah.
Like we need
yoga's good.
Yeah, we love yoga.
Ooh, that's a good one. Okay, guys, on TikTok.
I have a few
TikTok haters.
The salamander yoga is so cute.
See, like they're exercising. Come on.
They're moving. Actually, licensing doesn't care if it's TV if they're moving.
Yeah.
The TV that counts against, because there are regulations in Tennessee. You're not supposed to have the TV on for more than 30 minutes a day. It depends on the age group. And that's for like movies and shit, like they're sitting. Yeah. But music and movement does not count.
Yeah, because I'm like, sometimes after like a bath here, I'll be like, okay, let's go watch Danny Go. We're gonna exercise.
Yeah. They love it, and I think I don't think it's any different than if people are like, why don't you get in front of them and do extra? I'm like, yeah, freaking right.
Right. You're like,
you think I want to do that after all this? I get 7,000 to 10,000 steps a day, guys. I don't need another workout.
But also one of the
what's the difference?
Also, one of the whole points is so that you can transition them.
Yes, it's mainly for transitions, and that's what people don't. I don't think
and transitions aren't long.
These people that are leaving hate comments have no idea and probably couldn't survive a week in my shoes. It is a lot of work to keep those kids managed.
Right.
Classroom management is by far the hardest part of our job.
Have you ever managed people in general? Like,
let alone
just in general, not freaking toddlers.
Let alone
try managing a bunch of drunk people, 14 drunk people. Like that's what toddlers are.
Yeah. And then add in like kids with behavioral issues.
Yes.
Yeah, which
but
I would like to,
and it's different because drunk people you can like hit and like
yeah, we can't.
we'll like put them in their place, and like they can not rationalize, but they're old enough. So these are toddlers we're talking about.
That's another, actually, speaking of discipline, another hot topic, controversial topic on TikTok that I saw was a daycare provider talking about if they yell at their daycare kids. And when I say the comments were crazy from these moms, I will say I'm not.
Okay, there's a difference between yelling.
I have to raise my voice
and disciplining. Like,
yeah.
Well, yeah, it's probably loud as fuck in there.
Yeah, I even bought like a $10 megaphone.
Heck yeah.
Off of Amazon for outside. The thing is when it comes to a child's safety, I will yell in every situation.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I will. I don't care what you have to say. When it comes to my safety, my kids' safety, no, I don't care.
Yeah,
I will scream at the top of my lungs.
Yes, as you should.
And really, that's the only time I yell, besides when we're transitioning and they can't hear me.
Yeah.
Also, like if I'm changing a child's diaper and someone's across the room about to hit somebody, I'm gonna yell at them.
It's safety. Like you're in a compromising position.
Stop. They're not even gonna hear me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So it's definitely more of now. I'm sure there's people that yell abusively. There's a clear difference.
Yes, there's a difference.
But I'm yelling.
And we all know what the difference is. Like,
yes.
Come on, don't be stupid.
I will say there are times when like parents are picking up and like we taped a line of like blue packing tape on the floor, a line of kids that aren't getting picked up. They need to stay behind this line because one of the issues is we open the door and I have like 5 kids like on my ass.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to talk to a parent and block them from like escaping. And I'm talking to the parent, and of course they're like asking me like 1 million questions. And I'm like, and I just want to be like, get back behind the line. And I'm like, all right, guys, can you step back? Can you give me some space? I'm like talking so nice because I don't want them to be like,
do they listen to the line?
They do, but they definitely do listen a little better when I'm like in my teacher voice. Yeah,
Yeah,
if
that's
I'm like,
what it is.
All right, guys, give me some space.
It's just your teacher voice.
They're like 1 step back, and I'm like, yeah. There's only been a few times where parents have heard my teacher voice, and they're like, "Wow, it's been a day, hasn't it?" Yeah, it has. It has.
I mean, like, I'll go pick up the kids. I pick up the kids every day, and I picked them up on Thursday from one of the schools, and I was like, "You guys look pretty good today." Like,
yeah,
I don't know if that was rude or not.
Yeah, I've heard that one before. Yeah, you look nice today. Yeah, instead of like PJs and
instead of like disheveled.
Yeah, disheveled. I will say though, teacher voice, it's same as like customer service voice. Like it's you know what I mean. Yeah. So you guys can't judge
we all know the difference.
You can't judge us providers until you've worked a day in our shoes, because the kids, unfortunately, as much as they have like herd mentality, there's a lot of like hitting and not sharing, and there's times where they really need to hear that loud voice to stop.
Well, they need to know who is actually in charge too. They need to respect.
I do want to go back and talk about like behavioral issues, specifically children that need an evaluation, possibly like on the spectrum.
Yeah.
I want to hit this topic because it's a very sensitive topic.
Have you had any of that?
Yes. I do get a lot of questions if I take special education kids, and I don't on purpose.
Yeah.
I don't think I have the resources or the space to do so. I mean, they require a lot more than one person can give.
Right.
And I'm in one room, and it's my house. But I have a few times, and I think the reason I want to bring it up is because I think one thing a lot of parents don't realize is that daycare providers are really the first to notice these like developmental and behavioral differences. in your child.
Yeah.
And I think that as a parent, when you're one-on-one with the child, I have a lot of like first-time parents, and you don't notice things as much as we do, especially in a setting where like we're routined, we're doing transitions, we're on a schedule, they're socializing. And so we're noticing the differences. If there's something that's like a red flag, we're noticing it first. And I think it's something that's been really difficult that I didn't expect in my job. You know, I didn't expect to have to be the first person to tell a parent that
it's hard.
Your child probably needs an evaluation.
Yeah.
And the thing is it's always such a hard topic because parents, you never know how sensitive the parent's going to be.
Yeah.
I don't want to like offend anyone.
Yeah.
Or make them mad. Actually, the one thing I care about is the earlier they get intervention, the more they're going to thrive and be successful later. And unfortunately, I personally just, that's not my specialty. I just can't. When I have that many kids. And
you're like, you're like, I'm just not trained in.
Yes. Yeah. At the end of the day, I'm not trained in that, and I can't provide the care
so
that they.
If you see differences in a kid, like
do you want to give some examples?
Yeah, like what kind of differences would you see, I guess, that you're like, that you would notice that you would want to bring up to a parent?
A hard time with transitions. So like when we're transitioning to going outside, for an example, breakdown, crying, screaming, possibly getting violent. Also, like nap time, same thing. Even mealtime, like hard times transitioning. Lack of wanting to socialize, which that one doesn't bother me. The transitions is hard though. That's really hard. When it comes to like crying and screaming, that's one thing I will say, which I think a lot of moms could relate, is if there's a child that just cries a lot or screams a lot, it's very overstimulating. That can make or break my day right there. It's overwhelming. But yeah, so socializing is a big one. And then I'm trying to think of, I can't think of the other one off the top of my head.
So if you notice some of these things that are just like, I guess, just more not alike as the other children, do you ask to have a meeting with the parent, or how do you go about doing that?
Yes. The last time I was in this situation, I had a meeting with the parent over the phone, both parents. We actually Zoom meeting over the phone. We were having a lot of issues with more of like the violent side, and like throwing things, long meltdowns with transitions. Even like hitting things around my house, hitting my glass door, punching. During transition periods. And then of course, like I had noticed other things like lack of socializing. So I set up a meeting with them and kind of gently, I always approach it very gently. And
which you should
list what I'm seeing, and then go over what I can do, what they're doing at home, and what I recommend at the end. Which could be, I really recommend that you talk to your doctor and see if you could get evaluated. And I don't mean that, and I hope like I don't offend you or anything, but
you're just doing it because you want them to have the tools available to accurately
and I also try to relate with them. My daughter had a speech delay for 2 years. I understand. Because any developmental delays or differences. It could be a
number of different things. Like
I'm not talking about like autism. I'm not specifically. If I see any different, I've worked with so many kids at this point. I know what is developmentally right at that age. And I know when something like gives me a little like red flag in my head, and I'm like, I mean, I even had one child that couldn't pedal a bike almost 4 years old.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's weird. Told mom.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I don't know if you guys ride bikes at home, but I noticed that he can't pedal.
Yeah. Or they
and
can't
I just, have you asked your doctor if like his legs are
right?
Simple as that. Like it's, I'm just, the thing is in a daycare setting, and because I don't want moms to feel guilty about this. We're seeing kids in a group setting.
Yeah.
With transitions, routines. We're seeing them socializing. We're seeing them differently than one-on-one at home.
Mm-hmm.
We're putting them in different situations. So we're seeing things differently. Plus, we're around a lot of kids.
Yeah.
And so,
they may
it's not that you miss something.
Yeah. Just like, hey, if he's not,
it's just a different environment.
If he's not, like, this is probably around the age that would be good for him to start.
Which goes into like assessments.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, and so we do assessments, and that will definitely, that's a great time to bring it up too. Is you're gonna say, hey, I'm noticing that he doesn't really care to play with others, and like he's struggling with transitions. This might be something that would be good to bring up to your doctor. Like, it's as simple as that. I'm never gonna like diagnose. That's not my profession.
Yeah.
But I will gently tell parents when they should talk to their doctor. I mean, we're a partnership.
How do you, because I can see
me as that.
Yeah. I can see, like, obviously you have a ton of experience in childcare in general. And when this happened to me with Cal, it was brought up to me by a speech therapist. And I was just like, and also she was just like, I guess she wasn't somebody who had like a degree in any of that kind of stuff. So
it's tough.
So it's hard as a parent for me to be like, you don't know anything you're talking about. Like, it's hard for me to like not say something to her in that manner.
Mama bear.
To be like,
you're protecting.
To be like, why should I like believe what you're saying when I don't even know your credentials truly?
Yes.
So how do you combat that necessarily?
And it goes back to me saying I've been around a lot of kids. And these are just my observations. Which is important. And this is my advice to parents, to not feel like providers are labeling your child.
Right.
Or saying something's wrong with your child.
Yeah.
We're really just like, we know the impact of early intervention.
Yeah.
And the thing is an evaluation is only going to inform you and help you.
Yeah.
And it could say nothing's wrong. And then it would be like, okay, well then let's look at the next thing. What else can we do?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, or it's just a phase. Like, that's all it's going to do. We're not trying to like, trust me, it's harder to have the conversation. We're not going to do it unless we really, really think that it's needed.
I don't want to have that.
I don't want to have that conversation at all. You know how I paced around my house and I wrote down like the phone call, like what I was going to say. I wrote down a script. I was panicking. I was shaking. Yeah. Like, I don't like these conversations, even if it comes to like a behavioral issue that I'm having. Yeah, I wrote down a script. I had a kid throw a stuffed animal purposely at my iPad that I used for my daycare and broke it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh gosh. I was even like shaking on the phone call for that. I don't like conflict. I don't like talking to parents, because parents, you never know which way they're going to come back when it comes to their child.
Which I will say,
we're working with like the most sensitive topic of everyone's life here.
Which I will say, for me, it wasn't necessarily, I mean, a little bit of it was the message that was coming across, but it was also how it came across for me on how she came to me and said it. It wasn't ideal. So for me, it was more kind of like the type of
shock
communication
factor too.
Yeah, it was shocking. Like, I didn't know this was coming. I just went to go pick them up from speech.
Well, that's why I'm saying, like, as daycare providers, one of the things that most parents don't realize is that we're the first people telling parents that there could be like your child could be like just a little different in this department. You know? And so there could be like a delay or something. And having
I feel like
that
that's just
as a
something,
part of
that's just something as a parent that
yeah.
when you have your kid in a childcare setting, like you just don't expect
Yeah.
that to like that could be something that comes about from it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's
So,
important. Early intervention seriously makes a huge
oh yeah,
impact on speech. I mean, they even say
Yep.
if you don't start speech therapy until elementary school, that they will always be behind in reading. And so it's actually more important to start speech therapy as soon as there's a delay.
I'm so glad we got.
Yeah.
I mean, you've been there for the evolution of it.
But
and we've talked about it thoroughly.
I know. And Evie too.
Yeah.
That's something we like bonded over as moms.
I never thought he was going to talk. I was like, this boy, he's.
Oh, I would cry. Evie didn't talk until she was 3, and she would have these terrible meltdowns and tantrums because I couldn't understand her. And we would just like sit on the floor and cry together. It was probably the hardest thing ever. I don't miss that.
And they can't communicate. Let's talk about this one real quick too. I don't have to get into like specifics of this, but like money, like revenue wise, like how quickly did you get into making a profit on this? Like this isn't a get rich quick type of thing.
No, it isn't.
Right? Or like what is like, and like materials, like how does that all?
I would say when I was unlicensed with just 4 kids, I was basically just making it. Like that, but I was a single mom.
Yeah.
So, but I was able to afford all my bills and like
that's good.
Food.
Okay.
I provided meals. I also didn't know at the time that Tennessee, as an unlicensed provider, you can still apply for the food program. Had no idea this until I got licensed. So, but I did provide all the food out of pocket, which I probably shouldn't have done.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah. But I was able to do that, stay afloat. I mean, I was basically paycheck to paycheck until I got licensed, and also Colton moved in and started helping. I will say now that I'm licensed, it is a 6-figure business.
Amazing.
But I will also say that there's been way more expenses that have came with it, such as like payroll.
You have like more overhead a little bit.
Curriculum is like really, really expensive.
Can you write off part of your rent, part of your mortgage?
Yes. Can, my water, my electricity. I can pretty much write off like almost everything, a percentage of it.
Yeah, percentage.
But yes,
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah,
let's put it on the daycare.
Yeah, I will say I know that cost is such a like controversial topic too with daycares. I'm gonna leave out corporate daycares in this because we're not gonna talk about them. I don't know about all their profits and like pay stuff and everything, but I will say that I understand the financial burden of childcare for parents. I really do understand, but I do also see the side of how much it costs for me to run a quality program. Yes.
And that's what you want, for sure.
I'm doing my own curriculum, and I'm providing high quality toys, materials. Like the equipment that I have, a lot of it is commercial grade because parents don't understand that if you have 9, 10, 11 kids playing with the same thing every single day, these toys from like Melissa and Doug, they're not made to withstand that much play.
No.
So
they're
toys
cute,
break really, really, really fast and easily. So you have to either invest in high quality materials, or you're just going to have to rebuy stuff. And kids break almost everything. I've had to really get over the feeling of things breaking.
You really need to go to Little Sprouts.
Yeah, things breaking breaks my heart. But yeah, there's a lot of cost on top of the profit. So yeah, I see both sides, but for me, I don't think I'm unreasonably priced. I don't disclose my rates, but I am way less than a center, but I also
and a nanny. So have you felt any negative impact from parents who visit or anything online from sharing your daycare? How do you handle or address this?
Okay. As for TikTok, I do get hate comments. In my opinion, they just don't understand.
Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't really bug me.
But
I just block it out.
So that's online.
That's online. In person. So I'm very blessed. I have like the best, most supportive parents ever. Like these families are my family.
Yeah.
And that's what I look for during tours. Like if we connect, because at the end of the day, we need to be like friends, basically. Like taking
like we said earlier. Yeah.
I want that friendship level of like, I feel comfortable communicating with you and you feel the same way. I have had parents that ended up, it wasn't a good fit. And like
how
rare, but
how often have you had? Okay, it's rare, so you haven't had that many.
Yes, I had maybe one parent that really, really hurt my feelings with
no.
the way that unenrolled child. And it was like an email of basically listing out every reason he's unhappy with the care that I've been providing. And a lot of it was to do with, I don't know if I should out this, but he felt like there was bullying going on.
Oh my.
And this
like with the other kids?
This had actually been brought up in person, and something that I like took very seriously. I like called other parents. I like was watching these kids very closely, and what I saw was developmentally appropriate, and they were all partaking in it. And just like having a hard time sharing.
Yeah.
And like kind of getting mad at the other person and sometimes hitting. Like that's all.
Yeah.
For 2, 3
Yeah.
like that's normal. They
Yeah.
can't communicate properly. They're gonna hit when they're mad. And that's something that like we work on, but like that's all that we can do is teach them and correct the behavior. And I didn't feel like I cared. She didn't feel like I was listening to her. But the thing is that she didn't understand that it was her child too. And I there was like a mix of things.
Yeah.
And so she pulled out. But the email really made me sad because it made me feel like I wasn't doing enough.
Yeah.
I think the thing I have to remind myself is I can't make every parent happy.
Yeah.
And sometimes we're just not a good fit. So
yeah,
I need to like set it out of my mind because I really do care about these kids. It's my passion to do this. And so if someone's finding fault in what I'm doing, I really am trying my best.
Yeah. I think it's also, everybody should realize that like, yeah, you don't have to do this. Like you don't have to be an in-home daycare. Like you could have just sent
to have your kids in my house.
Yeah, like this is not something that you have to do. Like you could have sent Evie to a different in-home.
Could go work somewhere and probably make maybe
now Evie's in school
with so like mental load. At least.
So like you still having this in-home daycare is by choice, just about. So like
I would say the helicopter parenting. I've also had so I'm a nature-based program. I've had a mom yell at me for like ruining their shoes.
Oh.
Because we play outside in the rain.
Okay.
But they were rain boots. Like the inside got muddy. And she was very upset about that.
Yeah.
I mean,
I guess like
aren't you happy your kids like experiencing
what you
probably don't want to deal with at home?
Yeah.
They're coming here and we're getting messy and
at
we're
my
doing
home.
all the messy play
at my home.
At my house.
Yeah.
And I'm cleaning them and I'm sending them home. Yeah, sometimes clothes get dirty, but isn't that childhood?
They always say like, please have play clothes.
Yeah.
Send your children in play clothes. Because we're gonna get messy.
Yeah, it's crazy. Sometimes I really don't think parents read my handbook at all.
Yeah. I'm sure you have them sign it, but
yeah, I'm actually shocked with like the questions that I've gotten sometimes, and I'm like, do you know what you signed your kid up for?
Hey, adults don't read. Look, I plan events for a living. They don't read. Nothing.
My contract is 14 pages long.
Yeah.
It might be longer now. I haven't checked, but I know it's a bad day when I'm like spending nap time.
Oh.
Like reviving.
Yeah. Yeah, you're like, okay, this is what's happening now.
I definitely need to like reword how I put that.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah.
Oh, okay. How do you see this career evolving as the world does, or even as your daughter gets older, I guess? So
Yeah, I mean, we went into this a little bit. I'd love to expand.
yeah,
I would love to make it not a home daycare that I live in. I we'll see.
we'll
Because
see.
I'm also in the season of like getting married and
Yeah,
talking about growing our family,
yeah.
and so it's hard
It's
to,
hard to see
do
that.
I
Yeah.
focus on this passion project which will consume
Mm-hmm.
my time, effort, and energy, or do I focus on growing our family and like
Yeah.
what that's gonna look like? So we'll see.
Lots of things to
We'll
talk
see. We're
about and
definitely at like
discuss.
a
Crossroads here.
crossroads. We'll see what
Yeah,
happens.
because you definitely couldn't necessarily.
Yeah, I don't even know. Uh,
Yeah.
the program that I want to, it will be like a lot of investment.
Yeah.
It's a huge investment. So I would love to do it. But
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll see.
Hey,
Hey,
I mean, never
the
stop.
future's upon us.
This is
Who
true.
knows?
Who type of person would it take to be able to do this successfully?
Hmm.
Because I feel like in a lot of your TikToks and a lot of your comments is like, I've been wanting to do this. I love this. I feel like this is my dream job. And like, I feel like, sure, but like, do you have this skill set to make this successful?
Disclaimer, because I feel like people watch my TikToks, and whenever I see dream job,
Yeah.
it actually am like I'm like, am I romanticizing this too much? Because the thing is I think one thing with my platform is I don't want to come on there and be a negative viewpoint on
Right.
daycare. Like we
No,
already have
right.
so much of that. So I'm trying to show like moms and providers
Yes.
like that good side.
Yes, we had to change our environment just a tad because our microphones died. But that's okay because we have a backup. The question at hand was what and who type of person would it take to be able to do this?
I think that there's been definitely times where I've thought to myself, am I romanticizing my job a little bit too much online? Because the reality is that this is probably the most overstimulating, overwhelming job that could possibly exist. And there are definitely days where I can't believe that I've survived.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like just flop
when the
down
last
your bed when everybody's like,
oh, there's been days I've like cried after the last kid left. And there's been days where I've been so touched out and so like I can't handle anything else.
How many headaches?
Even especially with my own child, I kind of feel like there was a lot of guilt actually with Evie, which I'd be done with the day and it would be like that one-on-one time, but I couldn't give it. I couldn't give it because I was so mentally exhausted. So I had the mom guilt of, oh, I can't give her.
Yeah, the one-on-one.
Yeah, because I'm done. Yeah, I've dealt with kids all day. So, I mean, what I would say is you absolutely have to be in it. Like you have to want it. Yeah. And honestly, I don't think you'll know that until you try. I think I didn't have any intention of staying open. Yeah. Long term. I was just going to kind of like play it out and see how it went. And it worked for me. And I liked it enough to get licensed. If you don't have to get licensed right away, don't. Yeah. That's my advice. Is test it out and see how you do. And definitely protect yourself. Put yourself and your family before the parents and being like convenient. I know tons of providers that are off on Fridays or they close early in the summers, stuff like that. So you'll find parents. It is. It definitely lowers your like pool of people, but you'll find people that works for them because you know how many stay-at-home moms I have that are just like.
Or like even if I worked from home and it was like a couple hours where I had my kids while I was still working, I think I would still manage it. You know, like if they did close at like 3 and I had to work till 4:30.
Yeah.
It's like.
I feel like Monday through Thursday is something that I could definitely do.
Or I feel like a lot of
one
people.
day. There's a lot of people that want part-time care now.
Yeah.
A lot of people. It's kind of surprising actually. I only have 4 full-time kids.
I wonder if like just the parents, I don't know if they're two-parent households or not, but I wonder if they just have opposite schedules.
Yeah, I have no idea. I think parents are being forced to kind of flip how the work is.
Yes.
Because of the economy and how expensive childcare is. And yeah, it's
Like, I'm obviously not in this occupation at all, but I would think somebody would have to have a lot of patience.
mm-hmm.
Somebody would have to be very kind and gentle
Yes.
to an extent.
Yes.
Um,
Patience, and I would say also creativity.
okay.
Yeah.
You're thinking about this, I would look into yourself and be like, do I have these characteristics about myself?
Mm-hmm.
You know? Like,
Yeah, before you work with kids, you
yeah.
definitely need to do like an internal assessment. Yeah. And I will say it's different. A lot of people are like, I can't even handle my own two kids. How do you handle
Yeah.
this many? Trust me, these kids are way better than your own kids. Okay? It's different. And then it's crazy because the more kids you have in your care, the easier it is. And I know that sounds crazy, but there is a thing called herd mentality.
Mhm.
So if I have 5, 6 kids following the same routine and they're gonna follow each other.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
potty training, I've noticed that it kind of happens naturally when kids are ready.
Well, I guess you do.
I don't potty train.
Right.
That's not my job.
But
I will encourage it. And
Yeah.
like if a kid tells me they want to go on the potty, I'll bring them. But like that's a topic that I think every parent, I'm like, they're not ready. I know when your kid's ready to potty train, and a lot of first time parents want to push it early. Like, it's basically as soon as their kids are 2, and I'm like,
yeah,
they're not ready yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, yeah. But yeah, my potty training policy is a page long.
Oh. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah. But
a lot of experience. That's just what that means.
yeah. Well, I don't have the setup to potty train. My bathroom's upstairs.
Yeah.
So that's one part where like kids have to walk
Yeah.
through my kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have like a kids toilet like daycare centers do.
Yeah.
I don't have a kids sink. They have to like
Yeah, that's true.
that's a part where like I'm expecting and needing them to be like a little bit independent because think about it. On days I work by myself, do you think I can leave 8 kids or 6 kids in the room to go take one in the bathroom?
Yeah.
To pull the pants down, put them on the toilet, wipe for them, take them off, pull their pants up, help them wash their hands, and bring them downstairs. Do you think that's safe for me to do?
Right.
And I know that parents want their kid potty trained, but
that's also not.
I have another kid that basically
was
ready, and he can do it by himself for the most part. He does need some assistance, but he can walk up there, pull his pants down, go to the potty, wash his hands. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah. I need that.
That's not your job either. There are specific potty trainers out there. Yeah. If you want somebody to potty train your child and you can't do it and you're not going to do it, and it's too hard for you, there are people out there who will come and potty train your child. They have classes. They have courses.
That's amazing.
They have things like that out there. I have not partaken in them yet.
Yeah.
But I know it exists. So, but your child care provider doesn't necessarily.
Yeah, that's not my job description. I will encourage kids. Yeah. I will team up with you if you're doing it on the weekends. Like I will help. Yeah. But I won't.
But it's not like you're.
I've had parents try to bring in the watches, and I take those puppies off and take them out of the room because they go off during nap time. Yeah. Please don't bring in potty training watches to daycares. They go off during nap time. And then being like, well, we give her stickers every time she goes to the bathroom, and we are taking her every 20 minutes. And I'm like, do you think I can set a timer and take your child like every 20 minutes when I have 10? I'm so sorry, but it's just, it's not possible. I wish that it was, but it's not. Yeah, and in reality, Cal is not fully potty trained. He's probably like 50-60% potty trained. But I'm like, it's very likely that once he sees these other kids going to the bathroom. That's how my most recent got potty trained. He just started wanting to be a part of the other boys. Yes. And he was so ready. It was amazing. And that's exactly how it should be. I don't think we should be pushing our kids to be potty trained early. I think it actually just causes parents more stress than anything. And there's really no pressure. I haven't seen any differences between kids that are potty trained early and kids that are potty trained at 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
2, 3. I don't see a difference in at it at
When they're
all.
like, when we're all like
It doesn't
at the
matter.
age of like 15, like it's not gonna matter when you were potty
No,
trained.
it really does.
Like,
That's
you're
such a
potty trained
small.
at 4.
Yeah,
No.
it's such a small thing, and most kids aren't ready at 2.
Yeah. Yes.
And
No.
and I have a strict policy that unless they are keeping dry in their diaper and they are not having accidents for like 3 days straight,
Yeah.
we're staying in the diaper because I can't. We're outside for so many hours. It's almost like impossible
Yeah.
for me to potty train.
Yeah.
And so and I will say that kids have a harder time potty training at daycare too. Like if they're doing really good at home and they're not doing that at daycare, you also have to factor in that there's so much more distractions going on.
Yeah.
And routines and like being outside and stuff like
But you
that.
also just can't be like, y'all are all outside and so to be like, I don't know, maybe this is happening like, Miss, what do they call you? Miss Talya? What do they call you?
Miss Talya.
I have to go potty and then like, you can't.
Yeah, my older ones can go in by themselves,
Yeah.
and then one of I have to go in with the 2-year-old.
Right, and then like you can't just leave them.
Yeah, I will say I am an advocate for kids peeing outside.
Like
And barefoot kids. I think
as long as they're like
I think that's one of
privacy,
the hardest part about getting licensed is I'm so much more regulated, and I really do like to run it so like I'm raising my own kids. Like these kids are my kids.
Yeah.
And this is how I would raise them, and they're nature babies, and I'm a 90s kid. Like I grew up outside.
Yeah.
And I grew up drinking out of a hose, and like I want them to grow up the same way.
Yeah. And I would assume that like
the parents want it too.
Yes. And they're putting them in your care, in your home daycare. Like they know the type of environment that you're providing, so like that is what they would want as well.
And licensing is so regular. I even have, so I know in the state of Tennessee you're not supposed to bring kids out if it is over 95 degrees, even if it feels like 95 and up. And I even have a consent form saying that we go out in all weather types, other than like thunderstorming, which is not safe. And licensing said it doesn't matter. I still can't do that. And I'm like, well, we play with water. We get them wet. We miss them.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. It's just a licensing. It's a
Yeah, it's like a state liability thing. So the regulations is definitely a con for me, and that's why I'm like, I would love to.
It gets hot here. To
stay as like a home daycare because center's just going to be even more regulated.
Right.
And then I'd really like to run it.
How
I want to run it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so Talya has a list of some controversial in-home daycare topics.
Yes.
And we're going to run through them.
You ready for the tea?
Okay.
These are all things that a daycare provider will not tell you. But we're thinking them. Okay.
This is from the perspective of the daycare provider.
Yeah, and you're the mom, so I'm gonna read these, and hopefully, hopefully you react well. Okay, so number 1, we don't believe every "my child doesn't do this at home" story. And so let me explain, because I've heard this a lot.
It's something good that they're doing. They're like, my child doesn't do that.
I've actually heard both sides. I've seen parents surprised when I'm like, they're so good. I love that.
Yeah. Oh, because
and they're like, oh, really? No, I mean, it like bullying, for instance. Like, my child's perfect.
Yeah.
They wouldn't do that. We teach kindness at home. I'm like, okay. Well, they're the biggest bully in school.
Funny to hear because I'm the type of mom that's like, I always rag on my kids. It's so bad, I guess, but like I'm always like saying that they're like the worst kids or something, you know?
Yeah, so you're like the opposite. Yeah, I have some parents that are they think their kids are angels, and they come and I'm like,
my children are not angels.
They don't act like that at home. We teach respect and kindness, and they're like the best kids. Yeah, no. I've had both. I've seen both sides. So, but and I will say, like, that.
Oh my God, they beat Real.
And usually it's boy moms.
Oh my
I'm
God.
sorry to break this, keep the stereotype.
No.
It's usually boy moms.
Your
But
children are not perfect.
I will
They're
go,
just not. Like,
yeah, no, they're
and
not
that's
perfect.
fine. That's fine. That's how we're supposed to be.
Yeah,
Like, we
they're
have to
not.
learn from our mistakes and everything. So, like, it's crazy.
I will say though, I do understand that sometimes their child's really not doing that at home. Like I get that. We're seeing things that you guys
Other
can't
than bullying, like,
experience.
what's something that they do there? Like, oh,
It's mainly like hitting,
oh,
like it's mainly like the mean, aggressive behaviors. Or if I'm like, I'm trying to think of a specific example, but that's the main thing.
okay.
Is like negative behaviors. They'll be like, oh, they never do that at home.
Yeah. Do they not believe you?
I don't know if that's what it is, but it feels like that.
Yeah.
So my favorite types of parents are parents that are like, okay, we will have a talk about this at home. Like I need you to be on my side
Yeah.
because I promise I'm not trying to make your child out to be a monster or
Right.
crazy. Like I'm just voicing what they're doing and you need to be on my side. Yeah. So that we can nip it. Because let me tell you, once they get in elementary school, they're going to be sent home.
Yeah.
Like I'm not,
detention or
yeah.
like, well, not when they're 5, but they'll be written up or
Yeah.
something.
And not to rant, but like hitting may be funny or like those little hitting, pushing may be funny when you're like 2.
Yeah.
But like when you're 5 and bigger than all these other
And you're
kids,
big,
it actually
You
hurts.
don't know how big
And
you
so
are.
to nip it in the bud when they're little, that's not
Yeah.
funny, that we're not supposed to put our hands on other friends, that's important. Because when they're 5, 6, 10,
Bigger,
they're bigger and there's
realize
going to be kids smaller than them.
Yeah.
They're going to hurt somebody. And so, yeah. But
That's where I feel like Cal is like, because he'll like want to rough play with Addie, and she most of the time loves it, but she's little,
yeah.
and so we're always like, Cal, careful, like Addie's little, like.
Yeah.
So if you have siblings, that does help.
Yeah, I have a lot of boys in my program, and let me tell you, they deserve a all boys school. That's all outside, and the only internal space is like a matted trampoline park. Yeah. Like these boys are absolutely insane. They're crazy. They are nonstop all day. They want to wrestle, they want to hurt each other. They don't really like to play with toys. They don't really care about art. Yeah. They want to be active all day, nonstop.
Well, it's the testosterone.
Yes. It truly needs to be like, we need more people that work in childcare to be in charge of how childcare is because, oh my gosh, my girls could do art all day. They could play pretend play all day. There really
is a difference. I don't care what you say. I don't care who's saying it. There is such a difference between little boys and girls.
Yes. I almost think they need separate schools in daycare. I think they learn from each other well, but like the boys are so rough. And so they've taught me to really be black and white on my rules and boundaries with my rules. My rules are very simple. I have 4 rules. Keep it simple with these 0 to 5-year-old kids, and it's be kind, which plays into like we do not touch other friends. It's like black and white for them. There's no like, besides a hug. Yeah. You're not wrestling. We're not pushing. We're not even play. No. Nope. That's no. Because it just ends up being someone ends up hurt. So be kind, be safe. Plays together. Walking feet inside. No pushing, no wrestling, stuff like that. And then listen to your teacher and then clean up the classroom. So 4 rules, very simple, but they all play into each other and be very black and white. Yeah. Like don't allow them to kind of like play fight. Yeah. But then when someone gets hurt, be like, get off of each other. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Yeah. Yeah. So
makes sense. Okay. Yeah. Next.
Okay. Next. We're rambling.
Roll them.
Okay.
Roll the tape.
Number 2. That outfit is cute but impractical.
Wait, what?
Especially overalls. I cannot. When kids walk in, I'm not kidding. Sometimes you dress your kids so cute, but I'm just thinking of all the paint and how it's spaghetti day and overalls with the diapers that don't have the straps on them.
Uh-huh.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Okay.
talking about? The
Yeah.
pull up diapers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, they little do
I will
parents
say,
know I will take those overalls off after the first diaper change, put them in clothes from their backpack, and then I'll put their overalls on at the end of the day. I'm not kidding. I can't stand overalls. They're so cute, but they're so impractical.
yeah.
You're literally torturing us.
Yeah. You're torturing me.
I think you're torturing.
I'm gonna put them in overalls.
Yeah.
Oh, she made me magic overalls.
Yeah.
No, those
I mean, do you want to spend all day with your child in diapers and overalls?
and a pull up.
Or it's like the child that just freshly got potty trained in overalls. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, thank you. Or romper. I'm like,
I'll say. So we have to send the whole like the pull ups with the Velcro or whatever. Is it Velcro? Yeah, Velcro
yeah.
on the side. And Addie's is all still the Velcro on the sides,
Mm-hmm.
but sometimes those are hard to find. I mean, not hard to find, but like you have to really look at what you're ordering.
Yeah. We have a few kids that are in the pull ups with the straps, and I do the trick where you like take one leg off of their pants,
Okay.
and then you put the diaper through.
I know this trick.
Really?
I don't.
So you take their pants off on one leg, and then you scrunch it up, put the diaper through,
Okay.
and then you put their pants back on.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean you got to learn these tricks. I mean,
Yeah.
I really am.
Well, I hope I don't need to.
Well, I swear, I think some parents do it on purpose sometimes. I'm like, I think y'all are trying to make our day harder, but really, you probably just don't realize how many kids we're changing, and
Yeah.
yeah, you're like, oh, this is so cute, and it is,
So,
but
no overalls, Talia says. Sorry.
they're coming off
Same
after you
goes
leave.
for the weekend.
Okay, number 3. It's not just allergies, and the fever isn't teething.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so I don't really get teething a lot because of my age group, but I do get it's just allergies. It's just allergies. Allergies is one of those words that literally like flags as soon as they say it, I'm like closing the door and I'm judging you. I'm like, okay.
Oh, what do you do?
It's my least favorite word. I know that parents need daycare, and I know that it's easy to like ignore symptoms. But
Yeah, but
the thing I think the reminder that I want to give to parents is that your kid staying home for one day because they're sick could protect so many other kids from having to do the same. And also me. This is especially if you're going to a home daycare. If I get sick and I'm out, then I'm closing.
Yeah.
So, would you rather keep your kid home for a day, or would you rather me close?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you potentially like
and mixed
delay
ages.
the healing process of whatever.
What if your 4-year-old gets a 2-year-old sick?
Yeah.
They could get 10 times more sick. So you have to, unfortunately, be selfless with your kids getting sick in daycare. It is inevitable. And I see lots of runny, nasty noses. I'm used to that.
Yeah,
but
runny noses is something.
I do see your kids on a day-to-day, but I know when they don't feel good.
Yeah.
So.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Don't send your kids.
And we also know when you give them Tylenol before school.
Oh God. Why?
Yeah. Because it wears off.
Oh.
Yeah. And there's still other symptoms like glossy eyes. But you got to think we're basically like second mom. So like we can see it on their face. We know exactly how they act.
Yeah.
So we're going to know when they're not feeling good.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that's one thing. I'm like, I get it. I get that you can't afford to take a day off, but you're also putting other children and me at risk.
Yeah.
So, okay. That one was on a more serious note.
Yikes.
Okay, number 4, and this is the last one.
Oh man.
We can tell when children never hear the word no.
Yeah, you can.
Yes, and
yes, ma'am. Whew.
Yes, and man, if you don't parent your child, if they come to daycare never hearing the word no, and always getting their way, they will be the most difficult children in the class, and they will not thrive. I promise you. You're actually setting them up for failure.
Yeah.
They need boundaries. Yeah. They need to hear the word no. I've actually so I have a 2-week trial in my daycare, so they try it, and then at any point in that time I can be like, they're not ready for my program, or we're just not a good fit.
Yeah.
I've said someone's not ready because she doesn't like the word no.
Oh, yeah.
I've actually said that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I jokingly put, like, so they give us worksheets for the kids, and they're like, what is some of their, like, dislikes or whatever? And I'm like, I doesn't like to be told no.
Yeah.
But I tell her no.
I mean, that's different with the parent. Yeah. They still need to be told no. They need to be disappointed and be okay with it.
Yeah, because
learn how to, like,
in life, you don't get everything that you want. And everything
yes.
you need, or not everything.
It's when the tantrums are so bad, they're almost, like, uncontrollable for, like, long periods of time. And the thing is I can't do that. I can't console a child for longer than, like, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and then I'm like, okay, well, we gotta keep the day going.
Yeah.
I gotta cook lunch, we gotta get the kids down for a nap. And so it's really important. It's valuable. Your child will thrive more if you have boundaries and hear the word no. I don't know.
Yeah.
No. Parent your children, please.
What are your thoughts on this whole, like, gentle parenting? What is the other one? Authoritarian parenting. What are the other types of parenting styles?
Permissive
what's
parenting.
That one?
Well, a lot of parents that are practicing gentle parenting are actually practicing permissive parenting.
Okay.
I like gentle parenting is actually
find out parenting. That's what I go with a lot of the times.
Gentle parenting is actually authoritative parenting if you do it correctly.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Yes.
And is
that correct, or am I speaking wrong? Because there's negative authoritative ways.
It is. I feel like it is in a way. I feel like it's kind of like a branch of it, just because it's like, I feel like a lot of people, there's a misconception of what gentle parenting is.
Yeah. Well, gentle parenting, your kids still learn discipline and consequences, and yeah, they need that. Like, I think that's important. Like, do I think we should be like,
this is what's gonna happen?
Yeah.
And you're gonna either walk to the car. You can either choose. You can walk to the car, or I can pick you up and take you.
Yeah.
You get to pick which one you want to do.
Yeah.
And if you don't answer, mom's gonna make the decision for you, and I'm gonna pick you up and take you to the car.
I would say I discipline the kids the same as I discipline my own child. I'm a little rougher with my own, but it is gentle parenting at the end of the day. The only consequence they get is timeout, and that's only if they're over the age of 3. They'll get a timeout. 2 is just, like, focused on redirection. But we talk through everything. We explain why that's not safe, kind, whatever.
Right.
We will separate them. We, like, the consequence is either being separated or being in timeout. But it's very gentle. But they will learn quickly because they're not going to have fun if they're not doing it safely or kindly.
Yeah.
We're going to take them away from the fun. Yeah. And so, I don't know.
Have you seen that in the instances that you have had to implement those, that it has effectively worked? Like,
yeah, I mean, I would say my kids are very, very well trained. And I do call it training.
Yeah.
When kids start, I'm like, oh, this one will be fun to train. It really does feel like I'm, like, training some animals.
We're not calling your children animals.
But it's true. A lot of the kids that are coming have never been in daycare before. They don't have the structure, routine. They've never, like, transitioned. They're not used to, like, not being able to eat snacks all day. And, like, and I have to train them. Yeah. Yeah. And that's what it feels like. And by the end of it, they're, like, beautiful, independent, confident kids that can just play outside for hours at a time.
Yeah.
And it's amazing to watch. I'm like, I did that.
Yeah, it's funny you say snacks because they will snack all day long, and now they go to school, so I make them breakfast in the morning, and I'm like, or Devin does, whoever's taking them, and I'm like, guys, if you don't eat this, you're not gonna eat till lunch. Yeah. So there's no snacks, but I think this is it. I think our kids just pulled up. But this was great.
Yes.
Thank you for joining.
So fun.
We talked a lot about different topics on here, all that are very important. Some fun, some serious. All in all, I know childcare is a very hot topic and one that needs to be talked about more, just all around from the beginning of the inception, from literally inception of getting pregnant and thinking about what you're going to do about childcare, all the way to actually enrolling into some sort of childcare situation if that is the route that you need to go. So, like I said, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me or Talya. We're happy to answer. She has a great in-home daycare program. She started from the ground up and it's thriving. So,
And you can follow me on all my socials.
yes.
You'll tag them below.
Yes, I can put them all in the show
Talya
notes.
Squires. Yes.
So she's got a lot of great information out there, free information on her TikTok, but also stuff on her Etsy shop and everything too. So, and lots of other things on TikTok too. But mostly, we're just happy you're here and glad that you were able to join in on the conversation. So, see you next time.
Bye.
Oh, what an episode. Talya and I covered a lot of topics. So, if you made it this far, thank you, and you are the real MVP. I hope you enjoyed listening in. And if you have any questions for Talya or myself or the both of us, please feel free to reach out. Or if you want her to come back and talk through more things, we can make that happen too. Lastly, I just ask you to engage with all the social media accounts you see, like, review the podcast wherever you're listening in. It really does help with the metrics and seeing what you all are liking, what you all are not liking so much, so I can produce more of what you want to hear. It takes little to no time and it costs nothing. Again, I wanted to create this podcast as a way to connect with each other as moms and talk about those hard things, talk about the unspoken things, talk about the things that we do talk about as moms together, just really everything in between. So I really just want to hear from you. That's all for now. I can't wait to bring you more soon. Bye. Hey, thanks for sticking around for the whole show. I truly hope you enjoyed the conversation. Come back to see what other weird but honest and relatable mom things I have in store. See you next time on the Moms Only Podcast.